Parkinson's disease is a progressive nervous system disorder. It affects a person's movement, causing stiffness and tremors. While people with Parkinson's disease have a higher risk of developing dementia than those without Parkinson's disease, many people with Parkinson's disease do not show signs of dementia at all, or they develop dementia late in the disease process. Some of the symptoms of Parkinson's disease, with or without dementia, include trembling or shakiness of the limbs, slowness of movement, muscle stiffness, a tendency to shuffle when walking, a loss of facial expression or affect, and changes in the strength and tone of voice. If a person with Parkinson's disease develops dementia, it often includes symptoms such as reduced cognitive flexibility, difficulties concentrating and planning complex activities, apathy, visual hallucinations, and urinary incontinence. Lewy body dementia is named after the doctor who first identified the tiny round protein deposits that cause this form of dementia. They are found in neurons, and they disrupt the brain's functioning by interrupting the action of important chemical messengers. Lewy body dementia, like Alzheimer's disease, often occurs in old age, but may progress at a faster rate than Alzheimer's disease. People with Lewy body dementia will typically have some of the symptoms of both Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases, including visual hallucinations and movement disorders. Problems with gait and balance also cause people with Lewy body dementia to be at risk for falls. Frontotemporal dementia also covers a range of conditions, including Pick's disease, also known as the behavioral variant of frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. Frontotemporal dementias are relatively rare and result from damage to the areas toward the front of the brain, called the frontal and temporal lobes. These areas are responsible for our behavior, personality, emotional responses, judgment, and language skills. In frontotemporal dementias, personality and behavior changes often occur before memory problems. These changes can be very drastic and include the loss of inhibitions. Often, people with frontotemporal dementia do not perceive themselves as having difficulties, which makes it especially difficult for caregivers to deal with the diagnosis. Those with frontotemporal dementia may also develop language problems, such as severe word-finding difficulties, and experience a change in eating habits. Frontotemporal dementia is often misdiagnosed as a psychiatric problem or as Alzheimer's disease. However, frontotemporal dementia tends to occur at a younger age than does Alzheimer's disease, generally between the ages of 40 and 75. Dementia can also result from a variety of other conditions, including Huntington's disease. Signs and symptoms of this genetic disease usually appear between age 30 and 40. Huntington's causes certain nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord to waste away. People may experience personality changes such as irritability or anxiety, as well as severe decline in thinking or cognitive skills over time. Traumatic brain injury, or TBI. This condition is caused by a single head injury or repetitive head trauma. Depending on the part of the brain injured, this condition can cause dementia signs and symptoms such as uncoordinated movement and impaired speech, as well as slow movement, tremors, and Parkinson-like rigidity. Symptoms may not appear until many years after the actual trauma occurred. HIV-associated dementia. Infection with the human immunodeficiency virus HIV, which causes AIDS, destroys brain matter and may cause memory problems, withdrawal from social situations, concentration problems, or movement problems. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Signs and symptoms of this fatal condition usually appear around age 60 and initially include problems with coordination, memory, thinking, and vision. This rare brain disorder usually occurs in people without risk factors and may be due to an abnormal form of a protein. Symptoms worsen over time and may include the inability to move or talk, blindness, or infections. And finally, Korsakoff or alcohol-related dementia. Korsakoff syndrome is a type of dementia that results from a lack of thiamine or vitamin B1 and that often occurs due to alcoholism.